Yeah, so the Ball brothers finally met up in Vegas, and make sure you hit the like button. Lonzo Ball in this press conference. That was the smartest thing Lonzo could have done was to show up because you don't want the old media to keep asking questions because they were asking those questions there. Where's Lonzo? Why is he not here? Why is he not with his brothers? They've been asking that all week, and I'm sure Rich Paul is one of the smartest like agents around. He's very smart. I'm sure he got to Lonzo and say, "Hey, um, get to Vegas. I know you got a press conference the next day. Get to Vegas, and just there's gonna be cameras there. Go there." I'm sure Rich Paul helped with that. So shout out to Rich Paul because Miles Bridges, and I see you call me for who you said facts. Yeah, I'm keeping it real today. Hey, Vonnie. Miles Bridges and Lonzo have the same trainer, Chris Johnson. Did you know that Miles Bridges brought his trainer, like a not Chris Johnson, but the other one that's part of the training facility, to help him train in Vegas? So he made it work. That's why people were asking questions. Where's Lonzo? Now remember, I made that video. It was me and Coach Joe, and it was the reason why Lonzo chose the Bulls. What's good, Khalil? And I broke it down to the psychology. Coach Joe broke it down to psychology. Yeah, Miles Bridges and Lonzo Ball got the same trainer, Chris Johnson. Because there was a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's not in Vegas because he's training." Not really. Shout out to the Pope. The Pope understand. The Pope understand. Make sure you subscribe to the Pope, man. One thing about the Pope, he ain't gonna sugarcoat shit, man. He ain't sugarcoating anything. Zane said Chris Johnson not been training Zoe this season, not that much. He trains them time to time. They got different trainers. No, it's not speculation, man. It's just what I hear and just it is what it is. Number one, let me state this, and make sure y'all hit the like button. As family members, when there's a disagreement, it happens, right? So, what do families do? Families talk about it, and they make sure it's all rectified. Shout out to the Pope for showing love. And shout out to Uncle Vern. Uncle Vern was actually right. Lonzo was going to be a Hornet. The only reason why that post that Lamelo posted about what the I'm not going to say it on my channel, but y'all know what it is, what the heck, and took it down. The only reason why, during the announcement that Lonzo was traded, because he was mad because he was told that Lonzo was going to take a shorter deal and go to the Hornets. Shout out to Uncle Vern, though, because a lot of people were just making fun of Uncle Vern and giving them, and we all have done it. Remember, I've chose the Bulls. I predicted, and shout out to Flight Sports TV, I went on his channel and said I predicted Lonzo to go to the Bulls before it was even popular. So I knew it was going to happen. The only thing Lonzo did wrong was not, and I get it. I get why Lonzo said, okay, I'll go to the Hornets, and then backed off of it. Lonzo has always done what he has to do. Like if they say Lonzo do this, do that, he's gonna be like, yes, okay, I'll do it. So this was the first time for Lonzo to say, hey, let me go to a different team, man. Let me go to a different team. Let me do it my way. Look at his press conference. Lonzo Ball said everything that Coach Joe was even talking about. Thank you, my guy, Maximus. Yeah, shout out to Uncle Vern, man. Give Uncle Vern his flowers. Remember when Coach Joe was on Rev's show one time, and he talked about how everything that accumulated, everything that Lonzo had to deal with mentally, um, being called damaged goods and all that stuff, that gets to a kid. And there's nothing against LeVar. Shout out to LeVar. But I'm just saying, like, in the heat of the moment, sometimes sometimes things like that motivate your decision. And he talked about how in the press conference, Lonzo talked about how it was good to feel appreciated, that he could play his game. Again, flowers of Coach Joe. He pointed that out before it was popular. He told all you guys that are listening that Lonzo told the whole family that I'm making my decision my way. Right, Macrina Daniel, everyone shows love in different ways. We're human. It's not a big deal. Because when that picture came up, there were people saying, DJ, I told you he'll be in Vegas. Lonzo is a smart guy. Lonzo has he's got the top 5 highest basketball IQs in basketball. Very smart, very cerebral. LeBron said it. A lot of stars in the NBA has always stated that Lonzo has a cerebral mind. So he was looking like, man, let me just go out there and not give the media any talking points. And yeah, I know it wasn't huggy. Uh, for those in the comments that said they weren't hugging that much or interacting that much, they just sat together. It's all good. That's what brothers do when they're disagreeing on something. It happens. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. This is family. It's family stuff, man. Family stuff. Yeah, that was the Pope. That was. But when I brought it up, it they made it seem like it was World War III. But I was just keeping it real. Was good at Jarvis Jackson. He said, DJ, what it do? My FedEx truck watching the live. Hey, man, shout out to the truck drivers out there, man. Shout out to all that. Yeah, Demo did help out. Demo helped out for having Zoe out there. You can say what you want about Demo, but Demo is the person that brings the family together. He's the family friend that just like say, hey, man, y'all got to cut it out and just... So I'm just glad they were there. Now, I know they were sitting differently, right? Like, I'm not worried about it. It happens. It's okay. It's funny that I'm bringing up family does this at time to time. Everybody's family does this type of stuff. And all of a sudden, oh, it's why are you saying this? See, this is why New Media Nation United, one thing I promise you guys, I'm going to keep it real. I do that because I want to show you guys my authenticity. I don't want to be peachy Q and say some stuff that's just fake. Jarvis Jackson says, like the video to help him get his money up. No cap. Hey, thanks for the love, bro. Shout out to all the content creators. And shout out to the Pope. One thing I respect about the Pope, he goes to my show, Flight, and many others. He gonna say how he feels, and he's never gonna switch up his arguments. Shout out to the Pope again. Because even the Pope was like, wait, why is Lonzo not at the first Summer League game and then the rest of the Summer League games? He's right. That was kind of odd. But once I found out what really was going on, I'm at peace. See, the truth is harsh, but the truth will set you free. And that's in life. That's a life lesson. Macrina Dan says, everyone can't agree on everything. We would just be yes people. Yeah, we can't be yes people. Especially us, as black folks. We can't be yes people at all. Actually, Spencer Good, me, Rev, and DK, we've done some shows. We'll do some shows again. Matter of fact, Rev was on my show a couple days ago, a day or two ago. Shout out to Fourth Wonder. He says, my dog, the family been straight while you guys projected some. It's not, bro, it's not beef. Where are y'all getting beef from? I understand what you're saying. It's not beef. It's just a disagreement with family. When you have a disagreement with family, you're not going to be buddy all the time. You're not going to be hugging your family like that when you have a disagreement. Shout out to Vonnie for the $5 super chat to help grow the nation. Zach says, they there for Jello. That's what it's all about. They're there for Jello. Jaheim Nesbitt understands. Family disagree every day. Facts. Again, shout out to Uncle Vern. Uncle Vern has always stood consistent. He said Lonzo to the Hornets. That almost happened. That almost happened. And there was a lot of people making fun of Uncle Vern, and Uncle Vern was almost right in the last couple of minutes. So shout out to him again. The Pope says, right, not beefing, just reporting what we seeing. Yeah, I hate when people throw out words like, no offense, but like when someone's reporting what they see, that's not stirring up nothing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in Vegas, man. Shout out to Rev, man. Rev is watch when Rev do these player interviews, how people gonna be like, oh man, he really does know people. Cause y'all keep trying to deny his importance. But he's gonna show y'all. I'm just sitting back. I'm sitting back. Cause when he do these interviews, don't tell me I warned y'all. Shout out to King Fuse Lit House. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, man. Vonnie says, exactly. They show support no matter what. That's what they do, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, man. Yeah, Lonzo does love the Bulls. Now you understand what Coach Joe was trying to tell everybody? Lonzo did that move to feel some independence. And can you blame Lonzo? The only thing he did wrong, again, I'll state it again, you got to be upfront with it. You got to tell your brothers, hey, I'm not interested in taking less with Charlotte. And be going with it. But you know how Lonzo is. He doesn't want to make his brothers or family mad. He doesn't want to let them down. I get that. That's why y'all got to understand the psychology of Lonzo Ball. And that's okay. Pierre says, Rev, Pope, Dex, DKM, and Coach, all y'all dope. Oh, yeah, man. We just keep it real, man. No phony in us, man. No phony at all. And shout out to my brother Flight as well. He doing his thing. Yeah, the Pope. Lonzo doesn't want to stir the pot. If the roles were reversed, if this was Jello, right? If Jello was in Lonzo's shoe, and let's say he likes the Bulls better, I guarantee that Jello would have told Lamelo, hey man, you're my fam. I hope you have a good season for the Hornets, but I'm going to the Bulls. The Bulls are better. If the rules were reversed, Jello would have said that, but Lonzo's never that type of guy where you could just let your family down. They're going to be pissed off. It happens. Ashley Just Souls has been a day one subscriber. She understands the game within the game. She's a very intelligent woman. She says Lonzo doesn't like confrontation, but he needs to communicate. That's all it was. Talk to him, Ashley. Talk to him, Ashley. That's all it was. Yeah, shout out to Pierre. Ashley, can you believe some people were saying, whether it was me, Rev, Pope, or anybody else that's being confrontational? No, it wasn't. Just reporting what's going on and saying this is gonna see. This is a life lesson for Lonzo, and that's why I'm happy for him. Because now, if you don't like something, just say it. And yes, somebody will be disappointed. But that's life. It's a lot of things where I had to tell my family, hey, I'm making this decision. Of course, they were mad on whatever decision I made or supportive, but it's really relieving when you do that. He said, LHLLVN said, how y'all know he didn't tell him? Bro, if I start naming sources and stuff, that I wouldn't even do what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? That's all I had to say. That Lonzo was going to be a Hornet, didn't do it. He didn't tell them. See, that's why Lamelo made that post. That's all it was. Melo tweeted it. Families do this all the time. And did you know that Melo's management team told him to take that down because that's not a good look? You post what the heck when Lonzo finally gets traded to the Bulls. That was smart to take that down. Or there was no congratulation messages on that day or days. The first post since Lonzo was traded to the Bulls was yesterday that they went to the G League and they tagged Jello saying we support Jello. That was about it. Swag Buzz says that's true. Yeah, Swag Buzz. Shout out to Swag Buzz, man. He was on the show last night cooking it. Subscribe to his channel, man. Rena says, you think Charlotte is mad at Melo for the deal not falling through? They can't be mad at him because they're trying to keep Melo. But now Charlotte's in a bind right now. They gave. I made joke about Devontae Graham and everything, but they didn't give back more. They were trying to get Lonzo. That was a random trade. Devontae going to the Pelicans. They weren't just giving away. I mean, they could have paid Devontae. Again, I joke about Devontae Graham, but what, $12 million? They could have paid him. But they wanted to get Zoe because, Lamelo's like, hey, my bro told me that he's interested in the Hornets and he wants to play for them. So he put in the word. That was the only problem that Zoe did. It happens. Um, Zoe, he don't like the confrontation, man. He don't like the stir in the pot. And I get that. And that's why Lonzo, if you look at his press conference, he looks relieved because he finally made his decision and there's no stress. And he finally plays with a team that he's surrounded by talent and guys that he's familiar with. That's all. But I'm happy for the Ball brothers. Shout out to the pops, LeVar. LeVar got kids getting paid. They're successful. They walked into the Vegas and they blinged out, man. That's every father's dream. That your kids are blinged out and shining and representing your family well. That's the American dream. Oh yeah, Lamelo will play very hard against the Bulls. That's all I'll say. The Pope said it. That's all I'll say. He's gonna be ready for that game. Now, don't be surprised if you see Lamelo play hard against the Bulls and you wondering why is he playing that gritty. Shout out to the OG Shanker. He said Lonzo has never sounded this confident. Yeah, this is the most confident Lonzo has sounded ever. I, I I've been support like literally supporting the Ball family since they've been in Chinos Hills. This is the most confident Lonzo Ball I've ever heard ever, which is great, which is a great sign. Between the Game Sports, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Hey, let's support these brothers' channels, man. Let's get them all monetized. Let's get the Pope monetized. Let's get in between. I think Between the Game Sports is monetized, but let's support his channel. He said Bulls coach need to let him be free, running gun. Shout out to New Media. Also, the only thing Lonzo got to do is like when he gets in the locker room. Shout out to Rave Kingdom again. When he gets to the locker room, um, leadership, talk to every position, be around, do that stuff. Be a little more vocal. You're the point guard. We all know Zach LaVine's the star of the team, but still, he's the point guard. And I'm expecting Lonzo. He should average more than 15 points per game. I'm just going off what I heard from the press conference. Now, if some of you think that's too high of predictions for him, so be it. But when you're that confident in the press conference, you got to deliver. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see the Bulls and Lonzo and how that team will gel. Yeah, Antonio, Chicago and the Hornets going to be a movie, man. Like that's got to be on ESPN. That's got to be on ESPN right there. And I want to thank the day ones, whether you agree or disagree, for having a formal conversation. That's what it's all about. Jeremiah says, "Why are you showing the water?" Because I want to set the mood of the video, and water is peace. So I'll be a fool to not show the water and in the atmosphere. I think everybody wants to look at peace, right? Brave Kingdom says 17, 9 assists and 8 rebounds. That should be the stat. That should be the stat line for Lonzo. That's what he should get. If he doesn't get that, I'll be disappointed. I'll be honest. I'll be disappointed if Lonzo doesn't get at least 17, 9, and 8. But yeah, man, this discussion is what's needed, man. To show that these celebrities are human beings, man. But I blame social media. I blame ESPN. I blame these TV networks for brainwashing our people to think um, that celebrities are not human beings and they don't do everything we be doing. They're just like us. They have pet peeves that we don't like the same way we react to things. They have situations in their personal life that we all have similar. At the end of the day, we're all human. You could be a fan, but you got to understand that these are human beings. Uh, Taufik, I hope Lonzo doesn't have a 15-66 stat line. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Again, I'm going off the press conference and what he's saying. I'm expecting more than 15 points per game. Mark says, I blame YouTube channels that make assumptions and theories that they hate each other because they are not seen publicly. It's not even about that, Marks. It's not even about that. It's that they're human beings and these things happen. And they don't have to be hugged up all the time. Sometimes you got to give people space when when they have a disagreement or they're mad about something. That's all it is. So, Raw Perspective says Lonzo is a fourth option. Now, everyone in the chat, I don't want y'all to be disappointed about Lonzo being a fourth option. As long as if he's able to be used right, that should be the most important part. Between the Game Sports says, does Melo make the jump 20 points? I think so. I'm assuming he's getting the keys. He better get the keys. If they do a switcheroo on him and they don't let him get the keys, boy, when his contract is up, he's definitely out. Taufik says, you should never forget, DJ. The Pelicans fans wish bad on Lonzo after joining the Bulls. 32% only wishing him well in Chicago is sad. Yeah, man. Look what he had to deal with, man. So Lonzo that was his breaking point. He's like, no more doing for others. I'm doing for myself now. And that's what happened. From now on, I just want Lonzo, whatever decision he has in his life for the future, I would hope, just like any human being, I would hope for them to, just be straight up with it, man. Be straight up with it. Yeah, Rare. I saw the press conference. This was the most confident that Lonzo Ball has ever been in his life. I've never seen Lonzo this confident. Now, for those who have seen his press conference, tell me if I'm lying or not. Is this the most confident you've seen Lonzo ever? Shanker says, man, they are brothers. Lonzo is a big brother. He will smack Melo back to little brother place. Well, as he should, it's competition. It's competition. Lamelo will be ready as well. When they're playing on different teams, it's competition. One brother's not trying to let the other brother win. Now, if they was on the same team, that wouldn't be a problem, but that's just that Lonzo chose to go his route. And hey, that he's an adult. Talk to him, Swag Buzz. Swag Buzz says once a man has a child, their mentality changes. I don't blame Lonzo. Yeah, and I don't think anybody blames Lonzo for choosing the Bulls. Remember, I made a video about Lonzo having a daughter and that, he's at adult status now. The thing was he should have told LaMelo that he had no interest in going to the Hornets. 0% interest. Like, look at the Hornets roster and I mean, when you're not 85 million, to be honest, I thought Lonzo was going to get 100 million. So that 85 million was 15 million short. Yeah, Lonzo is locked in. I've never seen that type. I've never seen him like that before. But yeah, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share the video. It's all love, man. Shout out to the Ball family for having their sons be successful and playing basketball, doing something they love. And it's smoky out here. Golly. But yeah, they went in that life. And like I said, they're human. They have disagreements. It happens. Now, Lonzo's seeing how to handle things. Next time he makes a decision, he'll just be straight up and say, hey, I'm doing this decision because it's my choice. It's what I believe in, and I'm going to stand for it. So that's all it was. But shout out to the Ball family. Shout out to Lonzo, Lamelo, Jello. Y'all keep putting in work. Y'all keep rising above the hate. That's the most important part. And everybody that's listening, stay prayed up, man. Stay prayed up. The Most High is here to help you. Just call his name. That's all you got to do. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. New Media is a family, man. I got love for everybody, even those who disagree with me. It's nothing personal. It's all love, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. So the reason why I showed this lake and the nature, because I want the chat to feel calm and feel at peace and to know that we're going to have a productive conversation. There won't be any buffoonery. There won't be any shucking and jiving. This is just a positive conversation. And just because we tell truth on the situation doesn't mean it's negative. Reporting is never negative. When I'm telling you something, or if somebody connecting the dots, that's not negative. That's engaging in the discussion. We know the Ball brothers are tight knit. Their family. It's just a disagreement. Those things happen. And King T'Challa, is this your king? You don't know who people know, man. Like, like that's all I can say. You don't know who people know. You're assuming that, we don't know anybody, that we just standard YouTubers who know nobody at all. And you know what? If anyone feels that way, I'm glad that y'all feel that way. But the real ones who know me personally, shout out to Shanker for supporting the channel. That knows Rev, that knows DKM, that knows Coach Joe, they know us. So again, I do YouTube for a hobby. I do YouTube because I love the people. I like talking to people. But yeah, man, y'all stay blessed out there, man. Keep the Most High first.